今日は何にしましょう。パンケーキ博士のおすすめもありますよ。あったりパンケーキ。それでいいですよね。ミスターガオを見習って毎日朝ごはんを食べましょう。今日は何にしましょう。パンケーキ博士のおすすめもありますよ。お役に立てて嬉しいです。また朝ごはんに来てくださいね。ガオ。
Oh shit. I did not. I said no. Whoops. It says X, no. X like normal, but I actually wanted to go just quickly spend my resin.
ここは店長リンちゃん汗すっごいよ。大丈夫？ごめんね。
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So this wasn't check one. I'm pretty sure I had this conversation before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had this conversation before. I assume that they checkpointed after it. But it seems like not.
事態が悪化した時はフリンツ合金を使っ、多分それはあの人に閉じ込められたから。囚われたというの？でも私にはむしろあなたがあれを捉えたように。なになに？りんちゃん。でもあの人はもう誰かを傷つけ。じゃあまだそうは言えないかもしれないけど、りんちゃんとあの力の間にはある種の合意のようなものが生まれたように思うわ。予定よりたくさん倍近く使っちゃったから。
Yeah, I don't understand what porcelain is. It's like it was absorbed. I thought, but how is it absorbed? Like we didn't have any like injections. Even if it was like the chair itself was porcelain, how do we absorb like the metal? What, like through our skin or through just near proximity? You know, it's like it'd be one thing if it was like, yeah, we had an IV line hooked up to you that was just injecting you with porcelain, and your body absorbed it all, right? Like. All the stuff we put in you got absorbed. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's just like it feels like this is a magical substance. Like before, it was a metal, right? It was like, oh, we have this W engine that's made of porcelain, and like to be fair, like it did have a calming effect on us just holding it. But I didn't think we were absorbing it, right? I thought it was just like property of the metal that was like, you know, because like metal can have like magnetic fields and stuff like that. So it's like, or it could be something that just like. You know, like an ether is kind of like weird and amorphous, so we don't really know what even it is. So it's like, okay, having a metal that can also calm it seems like normal, but it's the absorbing thing that seems kind of weird, right? Like that seems unscientific, as it were. Whereas, like, you know, it being able to do what it does is also, I mean, it's not completely unscientific. It's obviously, but like ether itself is also unscientific. So it's like, you know. You can suspend your disbelief a little bit, but it's the absorbing thing that I'm just like, wait, what? How do we absorb it? Unless it does produce some sort of like field, like porcelain does produce an interesting like resonance field. And when they say absorb, they don't mean like the metal itself, but the field that's being generated. Like if the chair is producing a very steady ether suppression field, and now it's no longer emitting that field, you could argue that we have absorbed the field, and that's why it's no longer on the chair. Now, I don't know if that means like the chair is fucked, like they'll need more porcelain, or if it's something that will like pop up over time, you know. Like we absorb the field, but the metal still has the property to create the field, so over time the field will just like slowly reappear. It's obviously hard to tell because it's like, you know,
ただ実践経験
not
の
rooted in
豊富
science or anything like that. Yeah. I've
こ
seen
れ
this
は
before.
もちろん
Yeah, so I had this conversation, and I think it was after the conversation, I was like, okay, this seems like a good stopping point. I just assumed that the checkpoint would be after
戦わないとい
this
けない
spot.
ってことだよね。なら決ま
Yeah, I
り
thought they put the checkpoint after the
せっか
conversation.
くならみん
I
な
mean, I guess
で
it's better to do it before,
かしら
because if you do leave, right, and come back in, this does refresh you on what happened. Whereas if they had checkpointed immediately after this conversation, if you had taken a few days off, which I have, and come back, I might be like, what the fuck's going on?
ごめんねお兄ちゃん。
何それで
うん私たちはセルピ
待てリンあれは事故じゃないかカローレ先生
そういつも通りのテストがその日になってインプラントの起動試験に変わった私もセルピコも初めてそこから何もかもがおかしくなった覚醒した私たち4人の力は実験
And this is the kind of weird thing too, you know, about their implants, right? These are eye implants. How do eye implants grant like this level of power, you know?
私の力はポットを
So like the question is, did these children always have the power and the eye implants are just allow them to use it? Are the eye implants themselves granting them this power? Or maybe it's allowing them to like focus, like maybe it's like collecting, because it seemed like from what they were talking about, like our body was like, had way too much ether in it, and they made it seem like the eyes were like collecting it. So our eyes are continuously collecting ether, which might explain why, you know, our ether imbalance, I mean, our ether's gotten so imbalanced because of that. So it could have been like, that's always been the case, that they were always, they're designed. So in a way, then the eye implants do grant us the power because it's just absorbing ether rampantly and I don't know, maybe manifests itself as it does. I don't know. It's hard to say because, like, obviously, there's a lot of well, it's not really symbology, symbolism. Well, symbolism, yeah, with the Academy, right? So, like, it's Helios Academy. Well, Helios is the god of the sun. And I think the eye implant like program was called like Icarus, right? Where they mentioned Icarus before in the game. So it's like, well, Icarus is the one who flew too close to the sun, right? So that could kind of give you a feel for maybe what Helios Academy is trying to do. It's like, are they trying to create a god? You know, are these eye implants a way for humans to approach godhood? You know, aka flying too close to the sun like Icarus did. You know, because that was always their intention. Obviously, we won't really know until we can speak with someone who was there as part of the experiments, or maybe Lady Sunbringer is aware of what Helios Academy was trying to do.
セルピコは何かを見落としてたのかただ浮かれてたのか私たちは一番の友達のうち一人を亡くして
Yeah, and that was the weird thing. Her dream made it seem like she killed both of them, or that both were dead. Because they had the boy and the girl, and so you would think that it was like, oh, okay. But then they both have like these evil faces, and it's like, oh, okay, their faces are warped because of the guilt she feels towards them. But it's like, we only killed one. If the other one left just because, you know, she couldn't deal with the shit, then it's like, you know, sucks, obviously. But I mean, I wouldn't be as guilty of that than just, I mean, yeah, still one death is not great. It's definitely going to scar you as a child. Also, there was like another instance too in the previous season where they do it. I think when she got Ramiel's weapon, where she kind of had a flashback of like when she previously freaked out, and the place looked like destroyed, right? It looked like she had destroyed whatever room she was in. So it's kind of crazy that if all four of them were getting their activation tests in that same room, how was there only one casualty, you know? I kind of thought, from the way it sounded, I mean, so my initial thought was the The awakening only happened within Belle, right? They were just doing a test on her, or Wise if you chose Wise as your main character. My thought was what happened is that whichever main character you picked, their eye implants freaked the fuck out, and I thought they were the ones who caused the catastrophe. I felt like the experiment on them went out of control, and that caused the Hollow Zero catastrophe. And so inadvertently, and that awakening also destroyed Helios Academy. But like the fact that there was only one casualty amongst their friends when all four of them should have been there is like, oh, okay, well maybe the damage isn't as bad as I thought. And the fact that like they were even able to like the fact that their other friend left because of the situation makes it seem like it's not super. It makes it seem like her awakening and rampaging wasn't directly or even indirectly related to the Hollow Zero catastrophe. It might have happened around the same time, but it does seem like her freaking out happened first, and then a relatively short period of time afterwards, the Hollow Zero catastrophe happened, which then caused the Helios Academy to shut down. So it definitely flies in the face of my theory that like early Exaltus had caused the experiment to go crazy. She freaked out, destroyed the Academy, and caused the Hollow Zero catastrophe. And because Carol was in charge of that project, she was blamed for the Hollow Zero catastrophe. But now it seems like her awakening didn't cause as much destruction as I initially had thought, and didn't cause the Hollow Zero catastrophe. Well, whatever. Like, we still don't know exactly what happened. I assume, since we're learning about our powers awakening and stuff, and the fact that they've already like foreshadowed that one of our friends, the friend that left. Don't worry, the winds will change back. So like, if Serpico is dead, and they said that one of our friends left because of it, I'm thinking that the other friend maybe is an Exaltus. So maybe the other friend had founded the Exaltus. I'm not quite sure. Or maybe she just joined them. But yeah, I mean, the fact that she was mentioned does make it feel like she's going to come back. So that friend left, something's going to go on, she's going to be part of some evil organization, and then she's going to come back and be like, no, this power is too... I mean, I don't know, she could be on the side of good, I guess. She could have been like, no, this power is too dangerous, we have to stop it. So she could be part of like an anti-ether task force or something. But at least with her, I'm pretty sure she's going to show up in this season. In season 3, I'm pretty sure that our other childhood friend is going to appear. Because like we've seen a little screenshot of her as a child. So they've already done the foreshadowing. I think she even might be the head of whatever. It's like some shit's going to go down in Roscafilier, either in the city itself or in the hollow directly below us. And I think that's when we're going to meet our childhood friend who disappeared. So we'll see. And then, considering that we're going to be learning more about our power and stuff, I'm sure we're going to see more flashbacks of what happened when the power rampaged, and maybe a little bit more, get some more clues about the start of the Hollow Zero catastrophe, perhaps, and maybe more information about Carol. Although I do think it is a little dumb that they're not naming her. They're like, oh, for her, really? Like I think we did name them both in our dream, I think. So it just feels, I think the reason why they're not naming her is that her name has probably popped up before, or it's going to pop up soon, and they want to have it as a big reveal, right? So it's going to be some characters introduced, and she's going to be doing some like sly shit, and then finally we're going to hear her name somewhere and be like, oh yeah, and this is her name, and they're like, wait, what? That's our childhood friend's name. I think there's going to be some sort of reveal like that. That's why they don't want to reveal the name to us as players, because they're going to have that character appear outside of, like, appear in other events that Belle and Wise are not part of, and they're going to name her there, but we're not going to know who she is because she's going to be some random person doing some random shit, and only when they finally confront Belle and Wise are Belle and Wise going to out her and be like, oh no, you're our childhood friend. And so now we'll be like, oh man, like, we saw her doing all these, like, shady things back then. So that's the obvious reason why you wouldn't name someone like that. Because it makes no sense for them just not to name her. Because it just sounds weird, right? You literally name Serpico, but then you're like, yeah, for Serpico, for her, for what? Like, most people would be like, Serpico for friend B, you know? They would name them. Especially because, like, pronouns are a lot less common in Asian languages. It seems, from my limited understanding of Japanese, it does seem like it's far more common for people, rather than use a pronoun to refer to someone, they use their name. So rather than saying, her, they would say, her son, whatever her name is, son, I think in English it's a little more common to use just pronouns to refer to people. To be like, oh yeah, I went with her to the grocery store and stuff like that. Whereas, like, in Japanese, it would be a more literal translations, like, I went with Rebecca-san to the grocery store, right? Rebecca-san and I went to the grocery store. That would be... It's not like they don't have the pronouns, but it just seems like it's far less common a practice.
演習室の準備ができたわ、リンさん。演習中は壁の合金素材が気にならないように方角。ははー、店長。いつも HIA センターで暴れてるくらいのノリで行こうぜ。準備 OK。
Wait, what the fuck? It literally, yeah, it had us turn into our power first in the field. Now, obviously, that's what's gonna happen to us. We're gonna change, but it also is a little silly that they unblacked the screen briefly. See, just to show you that they'd already changed us into our fighting form before they do the cutscene, and then we're gonna come out of the cutscene in our fighting form. So they already, like, preloaded the fighting form.
バッチリだよ。スタミナもまだ有り余ってるし、エーテル得意体の操り方は、ひとまずミス・サンブリンガーが教えてくれた通りにやってみる。いいわね。まさか。ちょっとビリってば。むしろ。店長。
それじゃあビリー。
リンちゃん。
Oh, look, there it goes. I am the storm that is approaching. That is kind of weird, though. Like, you think she would, like... Because, like, the way it was, it seemed like it was, her, right? She, like, pumps her chest. Her eye glows. So it's like... You'd think there'd be something that, like, encapsulates her, right? That, like, it's like a biosuit of some sort. So I always thought it was kind of weird that I was like, because even, like, I saw the early animations before, too. So you know that the sibling you pick appears during the burst animations. So it was like, oh, so you're just, like, chilling off to the side. Which is weird, because, like, so you're summoning another entity outside of you're summoning your power outside of your body, which I thought was kind of odd. Because I kind of thought it was just going to be more of like a, suit, right? Before I saw the animations. I mean, to be fair, the animations kind of did appear at the same time as the leak even happened. So it was already pretty clear it was going to be an external force. But I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like symbolism, right? Or I didn't know if this was just, you know, like they show us in the burst, but it could be like one of those things where like, no, we're inside, and this isn't actually happening in the real world, right? This is like just a metaphor for how we're like teaming up with our power, and we're still inside the suit. But like they literally just showed the suit outside of our body in the cutscene, so it's like, oh, okay, so like this isn't a suit that we are wearing. It is a separate entity, and we do actually physically appear as part of the burst. Either that, or like it's still a metaphor. Where like it's like, oh no, you're metaphorically syncing up with the suit, and this is you syncing up with it, perhaps. But anyway, so yeah, I think it makes a little less sense for it to be an external power, though, because it's like, if this is our own power, like, you'd think it would take a lot more power to externalize something like this. You know, because you're creating a completely separate entity versus just coding yourself in something. Oh, cool. So up, as increased damage against stun. Damage over time. Wait, what? So down gets your burst back faster. Left, so if you contaminate them. Oh, interesting. So right gives you totalize. That's actually really interesting. Okay, so yeah, but holding basic gives you solar prominence. So you want up. So I guess that's kind of an interesting thing. So it seems like up is when they're stunned, but the fact that you can actually go left while they're stunned, or to go right when they're stunned to get totalized, is interesting, because there are some. Because then you can use her in stun teams, basically. It's like it's the same teams that you would use for Hugo, you could now use with the main character, and just go right branch constantly for all the totalizes. Although I'm curious how quickly we gain energy, how quickly we can. That change any? Oh wait, no. So that gauge. Oh, that's our solar prominence gauge. Oh, okay. So we use half a gauge. Wait, what is it? Oh, I see. You need to double tap if it's not the. Okay, so you need to. I'll need to double tap. Oh, I see. Seems like we have to actually kill him. Or kill him. Seems like I'm not able. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, we get saw ourselves on the field. Okay. Yeah. So it seems like the obvious combo is get them stunned, then use up to get solar radiance, and then do your charged solar radiances. I don't like the charge of solar radiance though, because like you hold basic attack, and basically you're like holding your sword above your head before you lunge. It basically immobilizes you for like a second while you're charging up your solar radiance attack to then attack. Which the problem, of course, with any sort of charge like thing, any sort of like animation charges, like charging animations, is that like you're stuck in place for like a good second, which means you're going to get hit by anything because you can't dodge because you're in the middle of a charge, and you either lose your gauge and dodge. And then 2, what if the enemy leaves, right? What if you're charging your attack, and while charging, the enemy just dashes off somewhere? You know, it's definitely not as common here as Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is really fucking annoying for how often enemies run away from you. So that is one frustrating thing I don't like about it. Whereas they have so many enemy animations that are like, yeah, I'm elsewhere now. Like, I'm no longer where you were. So if you had started your attack, you're going to miss by the time the actual attack comes in, or you're going to get like staggered out of it, which is really frustrating too. Because I've noticed when I'm playing that game, I'm like, God, this sucks, you know. And this game doesn't do it as frequently, but like, it was an issue with Ellen. Ellen, it wasn't that they dodged out of the way really. The problem is because you're stuck in place doing an animation, means you're just going to take more damage. Like, Ellen was a huge problem with that because when she's doing her scissor attack, she'd have to dash around, and then she'd be holding out her scissors and then, you know, lunging forward. Not really lunging forward, but like moving her hands forward as she slashed her scissor sword. And that was a good like 1 to 2 seconds of animation for that, because she's like charging it and then slashing it. And the problem is, you do this when you're fighting an enemy that's really fucking strong, and even if you don't get actually, I think you could even get stunned out of it too. But maybe so I think one of the first iterations was they improved your stun resistance during it, so you can get stunned out of it now, which is good. You can get staggered out of your the animation, but you still took damage. So it just made it really tough for Ellen players, especially in a game like this where they really don't have that many healers. Especially in the beginning. In the beginning, they had no healers. Slowly, they've added a few other characters that can heal. So the idea that you could actually heal from damage, and that can be part of your rotation, is now something. But generally, the idea is please dodge and parry out of all damage. You know. But Ellen, when she's locked in place to do this attack, which she needed to do, like doing that was one of her only ways to get the ice fangs she needed to imbue her basic attacks with ice, converting them to ice damage. So it's like you had to do this stuff, but then being like locked into a 1 to 2 second animation means you're constantly taking damage. And so later they were just like, you know, fuck it, you're invulnerable while this is going on. Like, fuck this, let's make you invulnerable. Let's not be that much of a dick.
二人とも聞こえるかしら。緊急事態が発生。算数局のエネルギー系統に何かあったみたい。演習室は停電してしまう可能性が高い。停電だと。
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Did they cause the power outage because she used her power in the combat arena? Or, oh hey, I got the character, I guess. It's just that I got Pyrois. Pyrois?
よかった。演習室が停電したら君ら閉じ込められちゃってたかもしんないんだって。
いやまあ確かに俺は心配。
Oh, that was a real arena? I assumed that was another virtual arena. So I was going to say, like, if we lost power, we would just get kicked out of the virtual arena and then just wake up and continue on. But no, that was an actual physical arena. Okay.
ミス・サンブリンガー。ええ。首都ブーアストラムの真下にあるエネルギー区で何か問題が起きたみたい。エネルギー区はスカモールホローに近いせいでホロー内部ほどではないけれど大量の有利エーテルで満ちているの。今あそこのエーテル濃度は安全。エネルギー区？そうよ。私もすぐ連絡を試みたのだけれど。
おいおい。
Oh, we should be at the energy hub to test Bang Boost. Oh, well, actually, no, I guess. If the energy hub is... it could be the energy hub is incredibly dangerous because of the free-floating ether. So it might be that only Bang Boos work there. And so she's testing logic cores to make sure that they can work in an ether-rich environment, since it's safer for Bang Boos to work there than humans.
お話中失礼いたします。プロトコル73の発動により、コア演算部門のパワーは 90% まで回復しました。しかし、データセット。あら、ベリナ。私もノルムーのベリナ様。ありがとう、コーラ、ドラキナ様。本日は、私からもありがとう。いいのよ。
ベリナさん、僕も中央エレベーターに。
ええ。
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I was worried I couldn't spend my stamina. I was like, oh, am I locked into this storytelling mode? But it seems like not. I can just come in here and... I can just come in here real quick, spend my stamina. Alice is probably one of the best purchases I ever did. Yeah, getting Alice. I mean, I don't know if I can spend money on her, but yeah, getting Alice is so insanely useful. The fact that she starts out with her full gauge means she can instantly do this. And pretty much, for some characters, for some fights, some ones that are weak to physical, she can almost instantly kill them. There's a few ones that actually do die to that first initial thing. Not all of them, but like she can pretty much wipe out all the. She can wipe out all the trash, and then by the time I do a rotation to swap out the other two, so they do their enhanced basics, their enhanced skills and all that shit. Basically, by the time they've done that, Alice comes back on field. She can do her skill once more, and that will charge her again. So she gets one charge against the first round. Rotating to the other characters will kill the first wave of enemies, regardless of who it is. See, I think this guy's weak to physical, so this attack will. Yeah, see, like doing her charge attack plus her skill, and she comes back with a free extra skill. Boom, done. She's so insanely helpful. Like, I thought Miyabi was like super good. Miyabi is really good too, but Miyabi doesn't start out with a full gauge, so she can't come in and immediately do her charged basic attack like Alice can. I mean, Miyabi starts pretty strong. Oh, okay, it is an actual proper agent. Okay, cool. Miyabi does start out pretty strong. Oh, I should have probably... Start that up. Oop. Miyabi does start out pretty strong. Oh, okay, there we go. Miyabi does start out pretty strong. She starts out with 3 of her gauge, but that's not... The 3 is not the same as 6. How much money do I have? I have enough money to fund all this shit. Oh wait, no, it doesn't cost money to use this stuff. Okay, cool. It just costs this stuff. Oh no, it does cost money. It costs money to ascend. Shit. Okay. I did. I was wondering if I had enough money to do that. No, apparently not. Oh, actually, yeah. What's her? Oh, actually. Oh man, she uses the same resource. Damn, I had enough. I had enough for her. Okay, so I'm gonna need more of this stuff then. Okay, that's fine. I'll need to run one more run to make up for what I just used. And then what? Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, shit. What weapon is she gonna use? Fuck. What's a recommended weapon? Oh wait, that's not it. Oh wait, what? Oh, agent exclusive. Okay, so presumably they're just gonna give that to me, right? And this is what's recommended. Wow. Okay. Oops, it's on it. Still won't. Okay, so percent attack. I guess this is technically better. Ether damage, surprising. Oh wow, actually having ether damage, damn. That is very lucky. Shame the other substats are kind of shit, but still, one crit damage is still pretty. And then crit rate, crit damage, right? Crit rate. I have no crit rate. Unfortunately, I think I used up all the crit rate for that stuff too. Crit damage and attack. And penetration, that's kind of useful. Man, there's... Oh, wow. Alright, well, I'm gonna need... Oh, actually, wait a minute. I have this... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, yeah. That Oxo is crit. This is crit damage. So if I had more crit rate substats, it would be better for me to do the other one. But apparently all my good pieces for this character are all getting crit damage, so might as well just focus on using the crit rate set with the crit rate main stat. Wait, is that Valina or is that just Andy? Oh, that's Andy. Okay, come on then. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I haven't seen Valina out in the field at all for like improving trust events. So I don't know why. Oh wait, it's on the other side. Yeah, so I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. Why I can't find her. I don't know if it's like tied behind the story. Do I need to beat the story and then she appears in the open world? Or is it just I'm unlucky and I actually need to start farming for her? Which you basically do by just resetting the time. Resetting day and time. So basically you just open up the time thing and go to the preceding time slot, which means you'll go a day ahead and one time slot before. And that will recycle who's on the field. And then some agents are only available during certain time slots too, so, or at least more common in certain time slots. Like Lucia was only popped up during like midnight hours, which makes sense for her character, but it also made it kind of annoying to find her because is that you would, like, going through and doing my dailies, time progresses while you're doing the dailies because I selected that option. So it basically means that, like, once I finished spending my stamina, the time would have advanced to a certain realm, and then I could see if that character exists. But when Lucia only appears in one of the 4 time slots, then you have a 1 in 4 chance of your dailies ending with that time slot being available, and then it's not guaranteed to be there, she's just more likely to be there during that time slot. Well, she can only appear during that time slot, and even then it's not guaranteed.
確認させている。もう少し待ってく。
So it's like, obviously, it's like, yeah, you have a 1 in 4 chance of it landing on the time slot when you're done with your dailies, and then a percentage chance of her appearing. But you can farm it, right? You could just set the time to midnight, then go to the next day, set the time to midnight again, and just keep doing it until she appears, talk to her. And you can do that 5 times a day, if you really want to. If you really want to go quickly blast through their trust, you could do shit like that. I've just never really been in a huge rush for that type of stuff. Maybe if I was, like, super behind on characters, where it's like, oh shit, I have so many that need trust events, I might try to make sure I do it. But at this point, most of my characters are fully trusted out. Nangong I just finished yesterday. Or no, maybe did she or Nangong might have an event. No, I did finish her event. Okay, so yeah, the only one who's left is Arya. And then Valina as well, who I just can never seem to see on the field. Which might be locked behind this quest, perhaps. Like, maybe she only appears in this city, and she'll only appear once the quest in the city is done. For this patch. Hard to say. I haven't tried to farm it. If I tried farming and I didn't see her appear, then I would know it's quest locked, but I haven't done enough testing to see if that actually is the case.
Rito 人めっちゃいるじゃん。それでもなんか一人
店長の懸念は最もだけどよ。
あ、島先生。なんか私この島でご飯食べてるとめっ
Are there people on that? Okay, so maybe it's not completely piloted by Oh, I guess it is the energy hub, so they probably have a lot of actual, like, Bangboos might be the one who worked there, right? Who might be in charge of its daily operations. But since the thing that powers Rescothier, there's no way there's not going to be, like, police force or military force there to keep things safe and secure.
どうだかな。めっちゃバクバクみんな
そうなの？エネルギー区はフォローに近いおかげで有利したエーテルが充満してるんだよね。ベリナさん、知ってるかわかんないけど、私。
Can she though? Like the whole basis of a proxy is that you're basically the point of a proxy is because you understand, like, you're able to find out maps, but usually even still you need to have like a carrot, and the carrot is like the thing that is basically the map of the hollow. And so it's like, first of all, this isn't a hollow. And second of all, like, you don't have any sort of map at all. There's no way, I mean, maybe there is a way. Like, they would give you the floor plans, but like, I very much doubt they'd give a relative stranger the floor plans of their energy hub. You know, the heart of their fucking city that provides energy, the entire thing. Like, you're not going to give the blueprints for such a location to non-city folk.
わかったわ。エネルギー区の外形局としてもノルムをはじめと。これが現状における最
そなたらが空準局
懸念は理解しているわ。でもその安全面に関して
ベリナ殿の言うとよし外形局一刻を争うゆえ準備を急がれよ。10分後にエネルギー区の
なら僕はアンバーホールに戻る。
非常口まで案内するわ。行きましょう。 さっきエネルギー区の状況がちょっと特殊って言ってたのは？この地域特有
Yeah,
の
maybe they're causing something. Well, not like causing something bad necessarily, but maybe the energy hub itself
後でシグリッドが詳しく
is
説明して
special.
くれるはず。
Okay, so I'm not going to continue the story for now, mostly because it seems like it's getting kind of close to an hour. It's in like 46 minutes. I very much doubt this whole energy hub thing is going to be solved right now. So I very much doubt that this is... Oh, what the fuck? It took us out of our uniform. Why? Oh, no, let's go back to our beach outfit. The beach outfit is the best one. Okay, so what is the event that has the least amount of time to do? This one. I think this is the one that's in the... Yeah, that's the one that's right here. Cool. Let's go for do a few of these. Oh, what? Oh, I see. It's used. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'll do this one then. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, wait, no, do I use both of them, maybe? Oh, okay, no, I am using my own. Okay. Oh, okay, so I used both of them. Shit. I was hoping I could pick... I thought I was going to pick one or the other. I'm like, oh, no, I have to actually use both. Which is not good, because I don't own Promia. So I don't know how to use her that well. And I haven't really used Valina that much, too, so I'm not really sure how to... Like, the best times to use her. Oh, interesting.
ロッカーにあだなした報いを。ここは波のリズムを感じて連続得点なのだわ。天の夏の夜ひときわきらめくごぼう星。確かに忠告したのだけど一線を越えたバスをそこが終わって取り除く公務執行です。時間の無駄です。完璧なシンペタリー。いちいち相手してられないのだわ。心身一のお客様とて許しがたいぞ。下がってそれで全てお前の嘘に別れをつける。はっガラーとお別れだ。ここまで公務執行です。無意味なあがきです。やっつながらに思いはそこまで連続得点なのだわ。やっ逃がさないのだわ。終わるの気をつけなす。疾風よ駆け抜けなさい。はあこれが黒枝の意志。 審判に向き合う。はっ、公務執行です。時間の無駄です。
Okay, so it's pretty forgiving. Although, yeah, like, I'm just so used to having Yanagi and Miyabi and Astra. So Astra allows Yanagi and Miyabi to swap easily. Yeah, 12,000's not that bad, especially if you can easily get... Oh, fuck, this is a totalized squad, isn't it? Yeah, very awesome. Wait, Norma, we don't even have Norma, so how the... What? The Vanguard squad is just stun units? I don't know, I guess that's fine. I mean, luckily they're probably going to tell us how to use them. Actually, I guess that's the thing for Velina. Velina also did tell us how to use her, because they assume that you don't know how, even though you could have a Velina. Okay, after skull end, I'm tuning in a turret. Okay, so it's kind of like Hyper, maybe. I don't know how to use her charge thing. I was like, I have her gauge full up. I don't know how to fucking use it. I haven't found a single way to actually use that gauge. Her gauge has always been, like, topped off. I have no clue how it's actually used. I thought it was, like, hold basic, but, like, holding her basic doesn't seem to do shit. Like, I don't think I remember seeing a single instance where it actually ever fell below max. Oh, still got 15,000. Man, I was getting worried because I was around like 10. Like I was getting close to 10,000. That was it. Oh shit. Wait, what? So it's Anby and Anby. So fuck. I don't. Yeah, Soldier 11. I don't ever use Soldier 11. I have no clue how to use her either. And Anby just sucks. Like I've tried using Anby before. I just don't like her. She feels so slow, and she feels like she never has energy to do her shit. She always feels like terrible to use.
撃破する。通電成功。修正。変化。一点をつく。ターゲット検出。ターゲット検出。指示に従うわ。よく通るわ。ターゲットを排除する。電気がよくターゲット確認。修正。指示に従うわ。ターゲット検出。そんなものか。火力で押す。任せろ。ターゲット検出。周期どうとせえ。命ずる。指示に従うわ。よく通るわ。撃破する。電気がよく通るわ。電気がよく通るわ。指示に従う。任務執行。そんなものか。炎よ、我に従え。火力で押す。任務執行。消えて。ターゲットを排除する。充電する。任務執行。そんなものか。変化。当て続けるわ。そんなものか。ほう、そこが弱いのか。
Okay, this fucking thing body blocked me, stopping Soldier 11 for actually getting those guys.
任務。ターゲット確認。
Man, I did so much better with these characters. I have no clue why. Also, wasn't really paying attention to their buffs, so it could be that their buffs were like, oh yeah, because he kept using special attacks. I don't know. It definitely synergized more. Because like the cool thing is, Anby like was fucking constantly stunning and swapping, and it seems like they like super buff like their damage based on whatever the gimmick is. Okay, yeah, so I did way better than that one. So, okay, that's fine. So let's stop for now. Oh yeah, so you do need Ness. Okay. Yep. Halfway done. Shouldn't be too long. Hard to get the rest of these. Let's see that later. Okay, cool. So that will be done, and then the other ones are just the story. And this one's actually pretty fun. I'm actually looking forward to that. It's just, these both have so long to do. Best to focus on the story in this so I can not get spoiled. One. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Yeah, yesterday I said I was going to go play Final Fantasy. I did. I just ended up not streaming it, which I kind of regret. I don't think I should have, but I hopped on thinking I was going to be quick, but then I ended up spending much more time, and then by that point I was like, well, fuck, I've already not streamed the majority of it. And then it started taking longer than I expected. But yeah, so I don't know how I'm gonna be streaming later today. I might not. I don't know. I think I want to go to bed early, so I might just not bother. Because like the idea was that I could hop into Final Fantasy, I could hop into Adventures of Elliot, but like that's gonna take a few hours, and then it's like I still want to have to get some reading in as well. But if I want to go to bed early, that'll be tough because like I'll be playing like Final Fantasy or Adventures of Elliot for like 2 to 3 hours, and then with 2 to 3 hours of reading, it's just gonna be like it'll already be really close to midnight. So I might just not do that. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.